יש לנו פה קבוצה גדולה משיקגו, האנשים בזה כולם הקבוצה, הם עכשיו התעוררו מאוד, והם באו גם לראות הרבה דברים, אבל הם באו גם ללכת לבתי מדרש של לאחים בלילה, עכשיו הולכים ללמוד. הם היום בערב, הם ישבו וילמדו, היום הם בלבטים, מחר באשקלון, הם ילמדו עם המזכר ועם עצמם. היום הם יהיו בחולון ומחר באשקלון. חלק זה מקומות חדשים שהם עצמם עזרו כעת לפתוח. וכל התאר, באו לחזק את התאר איתי. מחר הם יהיו בבית ספר אחד של קירוב, בבריאנקה, בית ספר גדול הראשים. ובעצם זה התחיל. הולכים לראות ככה את ההתעוררות כרגע.
העיקר שבאנו לחזוק סתר, לחזק לחזוק סתר. That's what I want to hear from the Yeshiva. We need to we came to hear chizuk from the Yeshiva. Obviously there's a tremendous amount of chesed that's happening here in Eretz Yisrael now. But we're hearing that there's a big tzarech for achzok sater, chizuk and achzok sater. So we want to hear from the Yeshiva some chizuk and a klarkeit and how to balance the two and understand das Torah.
Tell you what you want to do. Besides Torah, what you want to do.
Schoilen is Yisrael and Amonis. Kira is Torah.
Thank the Chaylim, getting them, things and presents and baseball.
You talk about the question of how much, what percentage. So let's say you have Torah and Kira and Chesed. So Torah takes more than 50%. More than 50% is Torah. 60% was all apostles. 70%. The rest, the Chesed and the Kira will be after that. You have to ask the Chesed and the Kira. That's 30-35%. That's the Chokos the Chiluk, Yakas, and the amounts.
Toras Chesed. Toras Chesed.
Chesed is the Chesed. Now, Monis and so forth, a lot of Chesed has to be done. Kira, there's one very important vote, which we're here to Bocharim and also that people like, and also to Aehbtem were going for Torah. Doing for Torah. Torah is Magnum Matzah. Torah is Magnum Matzah. It prevents and it's a mogel, it prevents the Matzah. The Rabbi vote for Abyssal Peterburg. The Bible said we read it in the Haftarah. The Dover Milkman was old. Couldn't warm himself with his clothes. The Gemara says, why couldn't he warm himself with his clothes? Because when he was running away from Shaul, there was a certain period he had the opportunity to kill Shaul. He didn't want to kill him because he held Shaul was a Nasi of Israel, and he would kill him. Well, he cut off a part of his beged, of Shaul's beged, to show Shaul that he was there, he could have killed him, and he didn't kill him. So Chazal say because he was mezalzel in the beged, that's why, he was mezalzel in the beged, that's why he didn't get the warmth of the beged later on. Now, if you mezalzel in a certain thing, what that thing is supposed to give you, you won't have it. So Rabbi Yisrael said, Torah is Magnum Matzah. Torah has a Magnum Matzah. But if you mezalzel in Torah, then will not be Magnum Matzah. The same way as a beged. I presume that by Aehbtem also, there has to be a certain, that the Aehbtem's Torah should be Magnum Matzah. Aehbtem's giving for Torah is supposed to be also Magnum Matzah. Like the Aehbtem, when they give Torah, they say they have the source of the learning. I presume also the Aehbtem's giving for Torah is also Magnum Matzah. But the giving for the Torah has to be in a way that is with tremendous covenant Torah. The realization of how important Torah is, and how important Torah is for the kiyum of the Medina, of the kiyum of the Chayalim, of the war, that without Torah, Chas v'Sholom, everything will fall apart. And that realization has to be there, and to be given with the realization And with the amount of money that one shows that how important it is. There's a magnum muscle. That's what one has to know. That he wants that his money should be a magnum muscle. He has to know how to give it. Realize that the Torah is the main thing here. Realize the Torah is the main thing, and giving proportionately in that respect.
She was saying before is a minimum, it's a threshold, right? Kifi, the percentage of Vivite Hazakas that there is considered in proportion to the Megan Masl also, right?
Yeah, right. Every that's where the chesed part. Yeah, the chesed.
Yeah.
In that Torah you have also chesed.
And again, the chesed, the Shemri Torah mitzvahs have priority over, you have Yidden now who are not necessarily Shemri Torah mitzvahs. They're all the mitzvahs right now. Houses, whatever it is. They're...
I would be Muhammad. If you talk about Misecho, you go point to Chaveri show that people today are most of them are Tirei Shadishbo. If you say about Misecho, here.
Why does the Yeshiva put Kiruv in the bucket with Chesed as opposed to with Torah? If for these people that's their limud HaTorah.
What?
For these people who are not frum, that's their limud HaTorah. So why does it go in the bucket of Chesed as opposed to the bucket of Torah?
Kiruv.
Ja, sagt, dass wir sitzen und lernen in der Symmetrisch, dort versteht, das ist Teure.
Yeah, but it's when you learn with a person at a very, very low level, it's a very nice thing. But it's not the thing that's a learning Torah. Learning Torah is a certain thing of learning Torah with the full demand of what Torah is. The greater, the higher the limit of Torah, the more it does. So I can't consider that learning of that person the same as a person who's horrible on a thesis.
There's a thought to say that people they're going to hover over the thesis. They're going to be there. The Kiruv, it's a Shasa Kush. I mean, right now they're available. If we don't chap by now, they'll be gone forever. So maybe during a time like this where there's a Hir Tshuva, maybe that would be the thought to say that maybe now, not that you change, but maybe it becomes more Torah because it's like it's all the fashion.
I would say it's more Torah, but could be to say that it's more. The Kiruv should be more because of the opportunity.
Right, it's like a special time or something.
What should a proper hashkafa be going to get the soldiers, the chayil? Davening should be have. Is there a special into davening for them that they should be having? What's the right hashkafa?
I'm not going to say the. I'm just going to say over that the Zalman and the Shabina said that we should be able to
All the time, or just during all the
I
time?
don't want to talk about this. Just tell you a fact.
All the time they said the Mishaberach? All the time?
No, I'm not saying they should be better. I'm just telling you that the approach was to be misfollowed. The first is misfollowed to Mechab. Because he's still in Mechab.
Is there a difference between having a special tefillah versus just davening saying Rabbi Tefillah for them? Is there a difference in having a special tefillah for them versus davening for them just in your tefillah and Shemon Esrei?
We say Tillim every day. So you say Tillim. The Shibas, they say Tillim every day. Yes, every Tillim. So.
Wegen der Milchome jetzt? In der Zeit von der Milchome?
Ja. Maar Rabban zegt dat ze je kunt zeggen Eliot, לכן כל בית ישראל.
שיבו אומר שבכל הישיבות אומרים תהילים, אחרי זה אומרים אחינו כל בית ישראל, ודאי שמכוונים על כל מי שנמצא בצורו. לא נכנס לפרט לכזה או כזה.
מי שנמצא בצורו, ביום בימי הבושר, בצורו.
Many people are talking now about special achdus that's coming out in the situation because of the matzah. Is there a maila, Aiden, of an achdus, even if it's among those that are not shemitah mitzvahs?
Is it first a maila?
It's a maila.
like not worse than the love of the Pesach, the Sukkot.
תקשיבו, והאחדוס הזה עוזר כעת באמת גם שאפשר למשוך אותם ליושבים יותר מצווס. דרך אחדוס, תקשיבו, שעושים ברוך לתת לכל אלה.
But with the book myself was having to smile, that your trip should be very, very successful. And to be free to do what you have to do. And myself was having to smile every part of your life. Children, whatever.